And Hicks, 420 feet from home plate, hauls it in.
What a great catch by Aaron Hicks.
Bunted right at the first baseman, and that's an easy play.
Well, it's got the largest seating capacity in all of baseball and most of the seats here at Dodger Stadium. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the two starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. Throw into third. And he'll get in there safely. Chris Miller.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Throw to first will take care of him. Here's the 1-1. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Chris Miller. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the Chris Miller.
You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Miller will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Chris Miller. 2-2 pitch on the way. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants for the 3rd time in the last 5 years. And their hero, Madison Bumgarner.
Well, it's got the largest seating capacity in all of baseball and most of the seats here at Dodger Stadium. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the two starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller. He waits, now the pitch. Runner goes for second, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position. Chris Miller, 2-2 pitch on the way.
Hey, here we go.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. DiBiase is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The other side.
Off balance, and you're letting your defense help you. You don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
He swings and pops it high in the air out towards shallow right. Gordon is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Run. Here comes the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
One thing, our first walk.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall.
It would have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the right here.
The 1-0 pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the Chris Miller to stand in to start out the...
The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
Line hard to center field. Martin is right there, 1 down. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one.
Homer for Matt Adams. 3-2 Cardinals in a magical 7th inning.
And now the 1-1 delivery, and here it is, and it's swung on a high drive left center field.
First opened for business in 1962. There's a look at the second oldest ballpark. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller. Now here's the first pitch. He Here's a shot out to the alley in right center, and they'll have a 2-out base runner. In fact, maybe good for extra bases. He's around first on his way to second now, and he will stroll in there standing with it
started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Chris Miller will come up now to kick off. Payoff pitch one more time. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get there as he kicks off the third with the lead game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And a backhanded try, but it's just out of reach, and that's going to score the run from third. Chris Miller, now the pitch. Now he reaches and hits this one hard the other way. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Ball game here to go along with the double and a triple from earlier. So what do you think, guys? In his next at-bat, he absolutely comes out of his shoes trying to get the homer.
Last time around. Here he comes on 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Ford.
Runner will get a head start out there.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And Ibar can't get to it. It's a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second to this point. And he goes down and gets this one as it's lifted high into the air out to medium deep center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Chris Miller. The 1-1 home. Now a ball lined towards center field. In there, a base hit. Tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fellow right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched.
And the Giants, once again, win a game in a very unusual way as this crowd goes crazy.
And again the 2-2. Popped him up.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller will stand in for the first. Got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team.
And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Had a great arm out there, and I think he had a really good chance of getting it out. But once he bobbles this thing, it doesn't really matter how good your arm is because you're not going to get anybody at that point, and that run comes in to score.
3-2, here it is. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
And a great job to him with the base open, and he makes them pay.
2-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, with 2 out.
Chris Miller. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the ball game. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
And as we
Chris Miller.
A 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just root one.
And he takes Chris Miller. Here's the payoff pitch. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strike. Chris Miller, the pitch. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
And with all
By a former football player, that looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety. With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the two starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. The next 0-2. And he goes with the 0-2 here as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. Here's the 1-1. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Miller is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Chris Miller.
You're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And he misses with it for ball. Chris Miller. Here's the first offering. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Here it comes, 2-1. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. He's going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead a
one-run game. This thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out.
And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. Here he comes, 3-1. Now this ball lined into right field. That's a base hit. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he is in to score as well. A big hit here late on, and it's broken our tie game and given him a 2-run lead. Now the pitch. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Miller is right there, one down.
And as we round 2.5, so he's been a big part of.
Ready now on 1-1. Bouncing ball back up the middle. And the runner will score from second.
And not really much of a chance to get it out anywhere. You can see he tries to force it into second base, but that throw gets there too late.
Series win for the San Francisco Giants for the third time in the last 5 years. And their hero, Madison Bumgarner.
A 3-run homer for Matt Adams. 3-2 Cardinals in a magical 7th inning.
And now the 1-1 delivery, and here it is, and it's swung on a high drive left center.